Now at 10, the community of Neosho, Missouri participate in Food Basket Collection Day. Plus, the Crawford County Historical Museum hosts a historic cookie baking event in preparation of Christmas. And a gingerbread house decorators put their skills to the test at the Joplin Historical Society.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Today was a busy work day for volunteers in Neosho as they are getting ready for the Newton County Food Basket Brigade drive-thru. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Elise Noe. Enough food to feed 900 families was sorted and counted in preparation for distribution next Saturday. The goal of the initiative is to assist families during the Christmas season, supporting their Christmas dinner and nearly 2 weeks of staples.
It started with people coming in, carrying out a bag or 2 bags of food and grocery sacks. And now when they go through a drive-through situation next week, they will have 2 huge boxes, and some of the bigger families might have 3 boxes of packed in food.
It's just the right thing to do. Like, I just felt called to do it, and even though I don't like waking up early on Saturday mornings, I felt like it was something I should be doing.
If you want to learn how to help, go to our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. Meteorologist Katie Frazier joins us with the first look at weather.
Good evening, everyone. The winds have finally died down across the 4 states, and we could expect quiet weather over the next couple of days. Cool temperatures are also expected. We'll also take a look at your next chance of rain coming up here in a few minutes. Here's a look at the peak winds we saw across the region so far today. Joplin at 28 miles per hour. Yates Center did get up to 30 miles per hour. Now, this is more on the breezy side, not too windy, but our temperatures were a whole lot colder than we were this time yesterday. I mean, look at this, anywhere from 15 to 20 degrees colder. It feels chilly out there, and it will continue to be chilly out there over the coming hours as well. Here's what you could expect. Temperatures in the 30s, dropping down to the mid-30s by midnight tonight. Of course, we'll have more details on your next chance of rain coming up in a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you soon, Katie. The American Legion partnered with Peace Church Cemetery in Joplin today to place evergreen wreaths alongside the graves of those who served our nation. The wreaths are adorned with red ribbons to help us remember to always be grateful for those who served. The wreaths will remain in place through the Christmas holiday.
It started in 2008 with Wreaths Across America, and last couple of years we decided to do it and kind of get involved with that, and so we decided to put a wreath on the veterans' graves that are here, and we are real thankful that we are able to do that and honor those that have gone on before us.
Peace Church Cemetery is located on the east side of Peace Church Road, halfway between Zora and Fountain Roads. George Washington Carver National Monument hosted their holiday open house. Visitors had the chance to create ornaments and other crafts at make and take stations. The traditional event brought in local visitors and also some travelers.
I just like having that family time, and so now that I'm here and we're all away from our devices and not on technology like all my kids have been, it's a blessing that we're out here just to spend time together.
It's a different way for us to engage our community and our followers by having this opportunity to be able to visit and have a good time and to experience something a little bit different here at the park.
Visitors could enjoy local musicians playing jazz renditions of holiday songs. A reading of George Washington Carver's Christmas cards also took place, and some of his original cards were on display. Joplin Historical Society and Joplin History and Mineral Museum today held their annual holiday open house. It included holiday exhibits such as a Christmas village and a cookie cutter exhibit. Attendees were also able to participate in a gingerbread contest consisting of 4 categories: children 10 and under, 11 to 17, adults, and professionals.
So these will all be here until we close for Christmas, so until the 21st of December. And so you can see the Christmas ornaments or the Christmas gingerbread houses until the 21st. The rest of the displays will be there through December, to the end of December.
First and second place winners for each category received a gift card to Target. The Crawford County Historical Museum today hosted a historic cookie baking event ahead of the holidays. Historic recipes included gingerbread, kowalski, Lebkuchen, rosewater currant cakes, and Polish ammonia cookies. Bakers provided samples as well as recipes for all the desserts.
Each ethnicity brought their own recipes from their homeland when they came here. And most of them were passed down through the families as they came. Some of them have been modified, but most of them still retain their ethnicity.
The event began at 10 this morning and wrapped up around 2 this afternoon. Coming up, we take a look at the life and legacy of Hollywood actor Ryan O'Neal. An SUV overturned on 7th Street in Joplin this morning, blocking traffic. It happened just after 10 a.m. at the intersection of 7th and Murphy Boulevard. Police say a southbound vehicle on Murphy collided with the eastbound SUV on 7th, causing the SUV to overturn. No one was injured, but traffic on 7th Street was temporarily blocked in westbound lanes. A car in Joplin last night overturned after clipping a parked vehicle. It happened around 7:15 on the 800 block of South Rex Avenue. Joplin police say the driver became trapped after her car flipped in between 2 parked vehicles. First responders were able to get her out safely. She was checked out by EMS at the scene, but was not taken to the hospital. One of the biggest Hollywood stars of the 1970s has died. Ryan O'Neal, star of Love Story and Paper Moon, died in Los Angeles at the age of 82 years old. According to his son, Patrick O'Neal, who posted on Instagram Friday afternoon, "My dad passed away peacefully today with his loving team by his side, supporting him and loving him as he would us." Jared Hill looks back at Ryan O'Neal's life and career.
Long before he was a movie star, Ryan O'Neal was already a heartthrob. Taxi lady! His role on the TV soap opera Peyton Place was his breakthrough, along with fellow newcomer Mia Farrow.
Yeah, made in your way is my way, didn't you know that?
But it was the huge success of Love Story in 1970 that made him a Hollywood heavyweight.
Love means never having to say you're sorry.
Love Story remains Hollywood's definitive love story, the tearjerker that to this day tugs at the heart. CBS Sunday Morning spoke to O'Neal and his Love Story co-star Ally McGraw in 2021, giving them a chance to reminisce about the famous fictional romance.
You look stupid and rich.
Actually, I'm smart and poor.
It was fun to go to work every day, and romantic.
How's it going, Mrs. B?
It's going perfect.
Something startling happened. Towards the end, I remember that a lot of the guys on the crew, whom we loved,
Please hold me.
had tears in their eyes. And I don't think anybody was sitting around saying, "Ooh, wow, this is going to be a big hit movie."
Love Story earned $100 million at the box office, equivalent to $1 billion today. It picked up 7 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture. It won for its score, which is as memorable as the characters. In 1972, O'Neal starred with Barbra Streisand in the comedy What's Up, Doc?
I just came in here for something for a headache.
You're gonna need an awful big glass of water to get that down.
And the next year came Paper Moon, which brought an Oscar for his daughter, Tatum.
You owe me $85.74.
O'Neal's film career was fading by the end of the 70s, but his personal life continued making headlines, especially his long-term relationship with Farrah Fawcett. When O'Neal was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2012, he said he was shocked, but chalked it up to bad luck. He said Fawcett taught him to fight back, and that's exactly what he planned to do. Ryan O'Neal was 82 years old. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
A little later, Pitt State looks to get its second win in a row, taking on the number 3 ranked team in the country. We'll have the highlights in sports.
Happy Saturday, excuse me. I was thinking ahead. It is a good Saturday, a chilly Saturday across the 4 states. Here's what we're looking at in downtown Joplin. It is clear It is mostly calm, although the flags are still waving up on top of the buildings down there. Now the winds are lighter at this hour, and they're expected to die down over the next several hours as well. Right now, mostly below 10 miles per hour across the 4 states, just 8 miles per hour blowing in Joplin as of right now. So for the rest of tonight, it is going to be a cool one. Maybe you're baking some cookies with your family, or maybe you're going to be doing some gift wrapping for your family as well. Temperature is chilly outside, so if you are inside, which I hope you are, maybe you could start up the fireplace and maybe even roast a couple marshmallows, because why not? That sounds like a fun thing to do. Now, over the next several hours, we could expect those winds to die down, and by tomorrow morning, they should be at a mostly calm level across the 4 states. You could see 7 o'clock, nothing really to expect, anywhere from 10 or less miles per hour. But by tomorrow night, they'll still be less than about 10 miles per hour for the southern portion of our region, closer down to the Ozarks. But then as we look up to the northwest parts of our region, areas such as Yates Center, Iola as well, 24 miles per hour will be expected. So breezier for the folks up north, and for the folks down south, it looks like calmer conditions are expected. What about rain? We're not expecting much at all for the next several days, but we can see a couple clouds tomorrow, although it will be a mostly sunny day tomorrow. This is tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock. You can see winds out of the northwest, making it feel a bit chilly out there. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 20s at that time. As we move throughout the day, of course, we're going to warm up as that sunshine radiates down on us, making us feel a little bit better. Temperatures in the mid-40s by lunchtime tomorrow. Winds still out of the west to the northwest. Clouds will start streaming in around dinner time tomorrow, but no rain is expected whatsoever. This is 7:30 tomorrow. Temperatures cooling back down to the 30s, and then as we wake up on your first day back to work, temperatures back in the 30s for the start of your Monday. Now, here's what you can expect once again for temperatures through the day tomorrow. They will be warming up to the mid-40s. Winds will be light, sunny skies expected, no rain expected, so a good day is in store. Things that you might want to do, because it will be a decent day tomorrow. Gift shopping, if you haven't done it already. You could also do some more gift wrapping, or stay inside if you're like me. You want to stay and be a little bit lazy, watch a Christmas movie tomorrow, or bake some goodies, because it is that time of year to do that. Your next several days looks like this, with temperatures in the 40s for us tomorrow, warming up to the 50s for the majority of this upcoming week. Wednesday will have a low chance of rain showers. Friday as well. Saturday looks to be the rainiest day out of the next 10 days. And then by next weekend, we're looking at cool temperatures back in the 40s.
And don't forget, you can be the first to know about the day's weather with the KOAM Skywatch weather app. You can get a severe weather update sent straight to your phone free of charge. It's available in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store, the KOAM Skywatch weather app. $81 billion. That's the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration says that's the total cost of the record 25 separate $1 billion plus weather-related disasters that have hit the U.S. this year. But the impact has been far more than just financial, with 482 direct and indirect fatalities also contributed to the more than 24 disasters. They include 19 severe storms, 2 flooding events, a tropical cyclone, 1 winter storm, 1 wildfire event, and 1 drought heat wave event. A program at a ski resort in Colorado is encouraging people from all backgrounds to hit the slopes. Reporter Michael Abeda has this story from Nederland, Colorado.
I was born and raised in Colorado, and when I moved to Miami for college, people were shocked to learn that I do not know how to ski. But coming from a working-class Chicano family, learning how to ski just wasn't a financial priority for us. So if you're asking who a program like this would benefit, well, you're looking at a great example.
So we've got these 2 tables that are reserved for us.
Liz Ballard started skiing in middle school, so living in Colorado is great for her.
And I've been here in Colorado for probably more than 20 years and have just really enjoyed being able to be up here, be in the mountains.
But she knows that's not the case for other Black, Indigenous, and persons of color, even if they grew up here.
They say, I have lived in Colorado my whole life and have never been to the mountain, have never been on the snow.
That's it. That's why on Saturday, the BIPOC Mountain Collective and Eldora hosted a day for BIPOC people to hit the slopes. The goal is to remove barriers to access.
Just knowing what equipment that you need, being able to afford the equipment, being able to afford the lessons. And then I think it also just takes the comfort of feeling like this is something that is for you.
It's an event Eldora is happy to host.
One of our main initiatives is to increase access to native lands and increase diversity on the mountain.
And it seems their efforts paid off.
We've found a lot of people like, this is wonderful. Like, I can't believe I haven't done this for my whole life, and I've lived here in Colorado.
Still ahead, Pitt State men's basketball looks to upset Central Oklahoma on their home floor. And Pitt State women's basketball has a new all-time scoring record. Brock Baldridge has the highlights and more.
The Pittsburgh State Gorillas women's basketball team is off to a terrific start to their season. Pitt State is 7-1 to begin the year. Meanwhile, the men's team is looking for a big upset win at home. We start things off with the women's side. Pitt State at home facing Central Oklahoma. Pitt State looking to build on a little bit of a win streak. In the first half, Harper Schreiner finds Sydney Holmes at the top of the key. She gets the mid-range shot to go there. Pitt State leads by 5. Late in the first half, Pitt State still up by 5. Grace Pyle from deep, and she hits it. More on her in a minute. Gorillas going to halftime, leading by 2 points. So in the second half, Grace Pyle again from 3, and she was money today. She has made 8 3-pointers this afternoon. Later in the half, Gorillas up by 8 points. Sydney Holmes with the and one and the foul. Gorillas are fired up. But let's talk more about Grace Pyle. She was flirting with the single-game scoring record in the second half. Gets the layup to go and the foul. Pyle again at the rim. She gets that one to go. And then Pyle shoots for Pitt State history right here, and she nails it. The new all-time single-game scoring record holder in Pitt State basketball history is Grace Pyle with 41 points. Gorillas go on to win this game 95-76.
I don't even know, man. I'm just really happy, and to be on a team who shares the ball as well as we do, and this is their accomplishment as much as it is mine.
But I think Grace deserves this moment. There's nobody, we have a few very close competitors, but there's nobody that's in the gym more than Grace Pyle. And I would bet that she's been in the gym, more hours over her life than probably most of the people.
Over to the men's side, Pitt State at home facing the Central Oklahoma Broncos. UCO has yet to lose a game this season. So in the first half, Max Alexander gets the jumper to go here. Later in the half, it's Marquis English for 3, and he knocks it down, nothing but net. Pitt State up by 5 early on. Still in the first, it's going to be English again from long distance. Another 3, he buries it. He finished this game with 20 points. So Pitt State trails 33-27 going to halftime. In the second half, Pitt State down by 8. RJ Forney, 3-ball, gets that one to go. Gorillas are on a run now. English to Forney for 3 again. He nails it. Very next possession, just keep giving it to the hot hand. It's going to be RJ Forney once again from beyond the arc, and he is magma hot. Pittsburgh State upsets number 3 Central Oklahoma. Gorillas give the Broncos their first loss of the season, 75-66. Pitt State wins. Over to Missouri Southern now. The Lions men's basketball team is home against Newman this afternoon. Lions get back in the win column after their 6-game losing streak. They win this game 99-77. Vincent Sigmund Jr. has 17 points, and Martin Macinas has 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists off the bench. Missouri Southern women were also in action today. Missouri Southern gets the big win. Lions win this one 97-56. They now improved to 5-4 in the season. Chrislyn Jones had a career-high 22 points in this one. Caitlin Honeycutt coming off her career game last Thursday, and she scores 21 points in this one. Well, we go from college hoops to high school hoops, and that's a big rivalry matchup between the Carthage Tigers and the Webb City Cardinals for the first place game at the Carthage Invitational. It's day 3 of the Carthage Tiger Invitational. We've got a championship matchup between Webb City and Carthage. In the first quarter, Carthage looks to start fast, and Justin Ray makes it happen. He gets the corner 3-ball. More on him in a bit. Carthage leads 21-9 in the second quarter. Dylan Pugh passes to Ray, and look at this. Knocks down another deep one from 3. He finished this game with 25 points. Tigers lead the Cardinals 34-21 at halftime. Second half now, Trent Yates gives it to Taylor Stevens-Diggs. He makes it look easy out there. Carthage extends their lead 55-35. But Webb still has some fight. Omar Jackson drives to the defense, gets the bucket and the foul. And a bit later, Baron Duda knocks down the 3-shot. Cardinals narrow the Carthage lead down by 9 points. So just sticking around this game, but that's not going to stop Stevens-Diggs from getting to the paint. And he gets another couple of points there. Carthage maintains their lead all game. Tigers win 70-59. This is Carthage's first win in their own tournament in 12 years. Over to women's high school basketball, the Carl Junction Lady Bulldogs are in the third place game of the Joplin Lady Eagle Classic. Carthage bounces off of their rough loss from last night. CJ wins their third place game 47-38, and they also take home that third place trophy. In Division I men's hoops this Saturday, this marks the highly anticipated matchup between the Kansas Jayhawks and the Missouri Tigers as the border war is reborn. In Allen Fieldhouse, the Jayhawks meet the Tigers, and well, just like old times, the Tigers made it interesting in this one, but it was Kansas who was victorious again. Jayhawks win this one 73-64. Kevin McCuller and KJ Adams each had 17 points. John East for Mizzou led all scorers with 21 points. Let's look for sports. We'll be back right after this.
Newton County A&M Fairground in Neosho, Missouri today hosted a cat show. More than 150 purebred and household pet cats competed for top cats in 6 different judging rings. A cute cat costume contest also took place at the event. Some of the exhibitors at the Show Me Cat Fanciers traveled more than 10 hours to participate.
We're from Neosho, and then we have some people from Carthage, and that's about as close. And then the next people are going to be a lot from Texas and some from Memphis and Ohio. And
I've been to Neosho before. It's a nice show. They do a great job. And I'm trying to get his grade of distinction. So if I can get 12 more finals on this cat, then he's done, and I won't be showing him anymore. So we'll see how that goes.
The next cat show in Neosho will be hosted on the second Saturday of April. Now let's check back in with Katie for a final look at the forecast.
Well, that's interesting that they actually do those cat shows. I've never heard of that before, but I guess I would figure that they would do something like that. It will be cool tomorrow. Winds will be a whole lot lighter than they were today. Temperatures will warm up over the next several days, at least to the mid-50s. Our next chance of rain will come on Wednesday. Only a few of us will see any rain then, and then better chances of rain by the end of this upcoming week. Back to you guys.
It's going to be pretty chilly tomorrow.
Yeah, it is.
I can't believe it. Well, final note for sports.
Well, you know, Grace Pyle, 41 points, very impressive, breaks the all-time single scoring record. And how about the men? You know, this is probably the biggest win in the Jeff Boschee era, getting that win against undefeated UCO.
Absolutely, and that's our time for now. Thanks for making us part of your night.